So hello guys, let's talk about. So first of all, I am going to review the blood bank and now go on GitHub and search by 122 and then you will find my profile which is looks like this. And in this, go for repo. I have created 67 repos, so I'm doing a lot of things this point of time. Okay, so let's begin the video. So in this video, I'm going to review or you can say explain the code of backing of blood bank app because every code exists like this. And first of all, you make this type of file structures in the config. You have configuration files, database connection files, and the controllers. You have main logic of your code, how admin will connect, how auth will connect, how analytics can be shown on your dashboard. So this is very important. In the middleware section, I have admin middleware, auth middleware. In the models, I have inventory model, user model. In the routes, I have admin routes, analytics routes, auth routes, inventory routes, and the test route in the .env. So everyone know how why .env file is used. So .env file is used for storing secrets that are vulnerable for your system if they are shared on GitHub. So that's why we had .env file and then .env sample for showing how what are the things are included inside your .env and then git ignore file whatever folder you want to ignore you don't want to push that folder on the GitHub so you include like node modules non-modules are very big files and very big dependency, and it can be installed in any system by using npm install command. So that's why we don't push these node module files on GitHub. So that's why we included node modules here and .env file here also, but I didn't include it because in the .env file I don't have anything. So if you are working on your project, so please include node modules and .env because that are necessary. And after that, Docker file. So Docker file here, it is inside my backend. Means this Docker file is used for creating a Docker container of backing. So first of all, Docker containers are nothing that are basically on local machine like your computer. So whenever you clone this repo, this blood bank repo in your computer or in your local machine, what you will do next? So next you will do npm install for installing the dependencies inside backend folder. But but let's say you don't have node modules or you don't have node. So then what you do? You will install node. So that same procedure here. First of all, Docker containers are new and they don't have any dependencies. So that's why we install node, then make a folder. Obviously, you will make a folder and then copy the packet.json inside our app because packet.json see what packet.json has. So packet.json has name, version, description, main, then scripts. Scripts are very useful to run then author me license dependencies. See here dependencies. Bcrypt, body parser, colors, concurrently, course.env, express, JSON web tokens, mongoose, mongo, Morgan, and node more. So these are the dependencies on which our backend is working. So these dependencies are very important for our for running our project. So this should be installed in our system. So for installing that, we copy this packet this package this package this package dot json. Okay, so that's after installing node, making a folder, then copying the package dot json, then run npm install. So, so this command will install all the dependencies which are dependent, then copy all the files. This command copy dot dot. So this copy dot dot means it will copy all the files, all the folders inside our backend. Like inside our backend, we have config controllers, middleware, models, routes, and routes, and .env sample, then git ignore, readme package log dot json and server dot js. So these all files will be copied to the app inside our app, and then I provided environmental variables. These are not necessary because these are all our inside our .env. Okay, but our .env is not pushed on GitHub, and the repo we copy is from GitHub to our local machine or GitHub to our container. So providing environmental variables are very necessary. So you can provide a, you can make in your Docker container, but let's say you want to you want to save environmental variables. So this is the way you can send your environmental variables to your Docker container. Then let's say you want to run your backend on 8080, so you can use expose 8080, or let's say you want to run on 3000, so expose 3000. So export the port 3000 instead of 8080. So it's completely based on you on which port you want to run. And then in the last, how you run the backend. So for backend, we run the command npm run server. Why npm run server? Because in the packet in the package dot json c the server, so npm run server will run the command node server dot js. It can be anything. You can say here, when this instead of server, you may be you may be named as dev. Then you have to run the command npm run dev. So these are very important. Okay. Hmm. That's it. In this video, in the README, you have basically introduction of your backend. What are the technologies? What are the languages are used in your backend? So these are the details we generally write. We generally have in README. In the Docker folder, we have file. We have we have code for running a Docker container. Then git ignore. We have node modules, like whatever we want. We don't want to post on GitHub, so make that in the dot git the test outs. So first of all, in the test out, we import express. Why express is used? Express is used for making servers. Okay, and then test controller, we import it from the controllers folder, and make a server express dot router. In the router we get router dot get, and the means this means that 8080 on slash uh, you get whatever is written in test controller. So these are route handling, because mainly for where our the server will listen. So like in inventory route, this server will listen on create inventory, this server listen on in get inventory, this the recent blood records we get at get recent inventory. In the if you want to get hospital blood records, then that you will get on get inventory hospital. The get donor records will get at get donors, then router.get hospitals, then in get organization records you will get at get organization, then router.get organization for hospitals. So these are the routes on which you will listen, your server will listen a specific command, like getting organizations. For getting organizations, you will get on the route this one, and getting organization records this one, getting hospital records this one, getting donor records this one, getting hospital blood records on this one. So these are the routes on which your server will listen. And see the auth middleware here, auth middleware. This means that A login user is authenticated for getting the inventory data. So see, at every place you have auth middleware. This will tell you that if you are a login user or if you are an authenticated user, then you can access this inventory routes. Without that, if you don't sign up, if you don't log in, you can't see that. Then in the auth routes we have register, we have login or a current user. So see, in the register we don't have auth middleware. Why we don't have auth middleware in the register or the login route? Because if a new user come to your website, then that user needs to be registered or login. So for that purpose, we made this register and login as a public route. Anyone can come here and see the page and login in inside your website. So that's why we don't have anything. We don't have middleware in our register and login. But in the current user, we have auth middleware. Current user means you logged in and then you become a current user. So for that purpose, you have to use auth middleware. Then in the analytics route, we have blood group, only one blood group's data. Then in the admin you have route. You first you make a server. Then in get donor list, if you want to uh, get a list of donors, then you will get a donor list. Inside donor list, you see first auth middleware means your the admin needs to be logged in. Then admin middleware means admin. This means only admin will get the donor list, not a user. Okay, so for that purpose, we have used admin middleware. Then in the router.kit, we have used admin middleware, auth middleware for getting hospital lists, for getting organization list. We have this for deleting a donor. We have this. So these are admin routes. So I easily explain the routes and the user model. User model are basically when you log in or when you registered in a website, what are the details they are asking from you. So see the user schema. So first of all, they are asking for a role, then they are asking for a name, then if you are organization, then asking for organization. If you are a hospital, they fill the fill the name of hospital, then email, password, website, address, and the phone, and then last you have timestamp. So this timestamp will show you when you are registered or when you are. So this is basically when you are registered in the website. So see what are the details they are asking. So in the role, the type is string, and see the type always it is string. Okay, so in the role, the type is your string, and the required, yes, it is a required role, because if you don't fill this field, then your register will not work. You can't be registered. Then in the name, what is the name type? String, obviously. Required, yes, if you are a donor, if you are admin, it, this means okay. So this function tells you that if you are a donor, yes, please provide name. If you are admin, please provide name. If you are not admin, then name is not necessary for you. If you are organization, yes, fill the organization name. If you are hospital, please fill the organization name. Then in the email, yeah, email is string. Then required, yes, required is email is required, and it should be unique. Password is also required, and then website, then address, and the phone number is string. So phone number can be a number, but here we stated a string. And the address we want address. So all the things are true. In the inventory model, what you want to store in the inventory model? So inventory is in or out. Okay, inventory type is in or out. Then blood group, list all the blood groups. Then quantity, then email, then organization. So for you, inventory here is blood. For a shopping, for a cloth shopping. For a shoe shopping, the inventory is shoes or clothes respectively. Okay, but here we are working on a blood bank. So here for us, inventory means blood bank. And so you, let's say you have a shop, then inventory will come in or will go out. So for that purpose, we have used here inventory type. In the blood group, we have used the name of inventory, the blood group types, and the quantity, what quantity of blood you get in or get out. You have to use that also. The email, who donates that. This is also required. Then organization also, for hospital also, then the donor we have. Okay, so these are, so and the hospital, see in the hospital we have used function, return, restore, type out means hospital always take the blood, donor always donate the blood. So for that we, okay, I see, we begin again. And middlewares, yeah, in the inside our middlewares, we have JSON web token. So JWT is basically required for generating JWT tokens. Okay, in the module.export function, we have request, response, and next. So whenever you create a middleware, then request response is generally in all the things, but next here is an extra thing. So what next do? So next do will, it will check all the checks which are required in our for us for our authentication, and then this will take you forward. This next in the last. So see here in the last we allow that, yes, allow this user, or if the user is authenticated, then allow that to the next to go on the router. So for that purpose we used next here. So you see inside what we are doing. So inside extract token from authorization header. So inside so here we are extracting the authorization header. So when you request, here request means your client. Whenever you click on the button of register or the login, whenever you click on the login, this is registered as request. Okay, so inside request you have headers, and inside headers you have authorization, and then request dot headers authorization dot split. So this is splitting authorization and the token you have. So this is used for extracting your tokens if tokens exist, or if you have a token. When you have a token, you have a you will got a token when you register. Okay, so that's this is a check that whether you are a registered user or not. So for that purpose, we are using this auth middleware. So if you are a registered user, you obviously have a token. If you don't have a token, then you are not registered. Means you have to register for login. Okay, so for that purpose, we are using this auth middleware. So here we extracted our token from authorization from headers. Okay, and check if token exists. What we do for, if token is registered or not, so make if not token, if token is not, then return response dot 401. So return a response, send a response. Okay, so response means response here is used because we want to send from backend to the user. Okay, so then response dot status 401 dot json, then success false, authorization token is missing. So this will tell the user that authorization token is missing. And what if we have token? So if you have a token, then use jwt.verify token process.env.jwt secret. So this is the secret which we have in our .env folder. If you don't have, so make a .env file and JWT, write JWT there and write the values whatever you want. So this is based on uh, your choice what you have you want to keep JWT secret. And then here we have token. Okay, so here we have token. The token we get from the headers. Then JWT.verify function is verifying the token and the JWT secret token what we have provided. So these are checks and then error recorded if error. Then return status. If you got a error, then this will return that authentication failed invalid token. Eh, Otherwise, this will allow you to go next. Like here, request.body.user ID yeah, attached decoded user ID to request body and then request decoded user ID. So this is the check which this JWT.verify is checking that the request or when you click on the login button, this means that you have a user ID. You have written a user ID, so that user ID is matched with your decoded user ID, and if that matches, then this automated will allow you to go inside your app after login. Okay, and if you don't, if you got error, then this controller isn't JWT authentication and then return and this will return a 500 response and 500 response and then dot json success false message internal server error and then error dot message. So this will uh, these are the returns which you will get when you are not authenticated user. So simply if you get this response, this means go and register. Then in the admin middleware, so this is a middleware which is a check for admin. Same, we we imported user model, then made a function async here, then request response we get in all. Then next is extra for only middlewares. Then we extracted the user. Then how we extracted user, then aware here we are using await because in the function we used async. Okay, and then we are extracting user from our user model. Then user model, then find by id. And what is find by id? We use a function find by id, and then inside we return request.body.user.id. Means when you click on your login button, you get a user id, so that user id is inside. So here you get a user. If you don't get a user or and yeah, or your user dot role is not admin, then you will get a 401 status with a JSON response of success false and a message of authentication failed and user is not authorized as admin. Then next, if you have a user, then this allow you. So this open will only do this. So in this video, we talked about models, we talked about routes, we talked about middlewares. So only left thing in the backend portion is controllers and the config. So this I will explain in the next upcoming live or video it may be. So guys, please subscribe my channel, and if you think my videos are helping you, please subscribe.